A little backstory. These videos were uploaded by a guy who works as a graphic designer and recently launched his own clothing brand. He rented himself a small workshop and set up a storage space for his products. One day, walking past a dumpster, he noticed some mannequins thrown out. Strange, dusty, but he figured they might come in handy. And that's when it all began. At first, the feeling of being watched, then strange noises at night around 3 a.m. In one of those nights he couldn't take it anymore. He grabbed his camera and went to track down the source of the noise. He held it together as long as he could, but when the mannequin turned, even his steel nerves gave out. The next day, he set up a camera right in the workshop, and it paid off. A couple of nights later, at 3:33 a.m., while he stepped out for a bathroom break, the creepiest scene happened. He's convinced it's all because of the cursed mannequin. He says, ever since he brought it in, something sinister has taken root in the workshop. A ghost? A demon? Or just hype to push his clothing brand? As always, that's for you to decide. The next creepy clip was filmed by a housewife who heard strange noises coming from her bathroom. Let's check it out.
He keeps on turning on the tap. This is the third time it's happened now. Oh, well, that's happened. Right, so I'm going to put the camera in the top corner of this cabinet. I've got to move the mirror out of the way. I'll turn it around. See if it captures anything else. I can't really see the screen though. This is really small. What's that? Sorry, I can see something moving. Fuck that. No. I'm gonna have to open the curtain. Hold on. Okay. Let me open this.
Half the commenters are sure it's just another setup, pointing out a cut between the moment the hand appears behind the curtain and when the woman picks up the camera. But the other half disagrees. Maybe a spirit, maybe a poltergeist, or something darker. And if they're right, staying in that house is definitely a bad idea. Somewhere in an Arab country, a random passerby captured something unbelievable on his phone. Out of nowhere, an unidentified object suddenly slammed down from the sky. It hit the sand and even rolled across the dunes, leaving a trail behind. The cameraman tried to zoom in for a better look, since he didn't dare get closer. The internet immediately exploded with theories. Some say it was an alien tossed overboard from a ship. Others argue it was just space junk, maybe a broken satellite or a meteorite. Lots of theories, and no matter how crazy they sound, it's too early to rule any of them out. This viral TikTok video shocked people across Indonesia. The footage shows a regular street scene, a food vendor preparing an order for her customer. Nothing strange, unless you notice who that customer is. It's a kuntilanak, a terrifying female figure with long black hair and a twisted face, straight out of Indonesian folklore. Strangely, neither the vendor nor the cameraman react at all, like this monster is just one of their regulars. Of course, only locals might believe it's real, because for everyone else it's pretty obvious this was just a stunt to make a viral clip. And judging by the views, it worked. A regular family home video, a birthday celebration for a girl named Danielle. Family around the table, singing, laughing, wishing her well, all by the book. But when it came time to make a wish and blow out the candles, something unexplainable happened. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear London. Happy birthday to you. Nobody understood what went down. First, the candles wouldn't go out, then suddenly they just extinguished on their own. Coincidence? A draft? Or maybe something unseen standing right next to her wanting to make its own wish first? What do you think? Drop your versions down in the comments. This story began with the purchase of a piece of jewelry. In 2012, a woman named Cello bought a rare collectible pendant at a yard sale. According to her, it once belonged to a follower of the infamous occultist Aleister Crowley. Since then, her life changed dramatically, and not for the better. At first, it was small stuff, lost items, electronics glitching. But year by year, things got worse. And on June 5th, 2025, she filmed something at home that, according to her, defies all explanation.
Okay, I'm so crazy, right? Oh my god. Baby is terrified. Hold on. I know. You're okay. You're okay. I know.
For me, the most chilling part was the dog's reaction. The pet whimpers in fear and bolts, making it seem like this might actually be real. Because you can't exactly train an animal to fake that on camera. Cello is convinced something has been following her ever since she bought that cursed pendant. And now, it won't leave her alone, no matter where she goes. The next clip was uploaded by ghost hunter Raphael Ferpa. He encountered this during one of his night explorations in an abandoned building. Let's take a look. Raphael is sure it was the spirit of a woman who didn't want him there. And at the very end of the video, you can faintly hear her voice. She whispers, telling him to get out. Sure, some will say it's just a cheap trick, an edit, nothing more, but then why do you still get chills watching it? Maybe not everything is as simple as it seems. This video was recorded by a girl who usually films nature. Forests, waterfalls, mountains, birds, her usual work. But one clip stands out, even though at first glance you might miss it. In the footage, right in the heart of the waterfall where the stream hits the rocks, a ghostly silhouette appears. And it's definitely not just a trick of light. The water visibly shifts around it, like it's flowing over something invisible. And the sharp-eyed viewers say the figure even moves slightly. That only confirms someone, or something, is really there. Maybe someone you're not meant to see with the naked eye. This video, recorded in 2008, only recently gained popularity. Two girls walking along a promenade discovered a strange creature. At first glance, it looked like a hollow rock washed ashore. However, when one of the girls touched it with her finger, the rock suddenly started showing signs of life. What is this creature? The answer remains unknown for now. What do you do if your home is haunted by ghosts and evil spirits? Call your dad, of course. Armed with holy water and nerves of steel, he'll drive all the nasties away. In the video, the man walks through the apartment, sprinkling holy water in every direction, and judging by the spirit's reactions, they don't seem to like it. First, they tug at the woman's hair, then lash out at picture frames and a hallway mirror, and that's not even the worst of it. Whether the man ultimately managed to cleanse the apartment, or if the video is real, remains unknown. But I was more entertained by his calm demeanor. Is this guy invincible or what? This video was captured by a surveillance camera in the hallway of a residential building. Unfortunately, the original source and more detailed information about the recording could not be found. The footage shows a young man walking toward his apartment, completely unaware of what's about to happen. Suddenly, something strange occurs. He struggles to resist, but a shadow ultimately overpowers him. The man is lifted off the ground and carried away by an unknown force. If this video is fake, it must be said that it was done very convincingly. Yet another not-so-bright group of paranormal explorers ventured into an abandoned industrial building late at night. According to local rumors, strange events occur there. Without wasting any time, the group headed straight to the basement. What they encountered down there made each of them seriously nervous. A creepy, humanoid creature with long black hair, grimy skin, and a white cloth for underwear emerges from a dark corridor, growling ferociously and chasing the guys. Panicked, the explorers manage to escape and probably won't attempt another nighttime adventure anytime soon. What was it? A real basement monster? A hoax? Or just an angry homeless person rudely awakened in the middle of the night? If you've never heard of giant salamanders, you might think the creature in this video is something extraterrestrial. A YouTuber shared footage showing a giant salamander calmly walking along a sidewalk in Kyoto, Japan. The video was taken by a high school student named Yu. These amphibians can grow up to 5 feet in length and weigh up to 55 pounds. Their eyes are small, so salamanders rely heavily on other senses to detect their prey. But don't worry, you won't be their next meal, as they only eat fish and snails. This footage was captured by a car passenger traveling to Tiger Point in Lonavala, India. The man was simply recording the rain-soaked road when something truly terrifying appeared in the frame. Did you notice the hand dangling from the roof? Let's play it again. The video's author insists they didn't notice anything at the time of filming. It was only later, while reviewing the footage, that they spotted the eerie detail. Some commenters speculated it might be the reflection of the driver's hand shifting gears, but I highly doubt that. The next video raises many questions. It was uploaded to Twitter by a user named Hustus Michael. The country where it was filmed remains unknown. The footage shows a tree that appears to have pierced straight through a car. Both the top and bottom views make it seem as if the car is literally impaled on the tree trunk. Judging by the reactions of bystanders and the video's author, this incident seems to have happened recently. However, The tree's top and leaves are intact, which rules out the possibility of the car falling onto it from above. This strange case has no logical explanation so far. Do you have any theories? In the small town of Evansville, Wyoming, police launched an investigation after discovering large footprints near a city bridge. Suspecting a mountain lion, authorities set up a trail camera at the forest's edge to catch the wild animal. However, what they ended up capturing was completely unexpected. The initial images showed common animals like raccoons, skunks, deer, and even turkeys. But among them was a series of photos showing a blurry, humanoid figure in what looked like a tracksuit. On closer inspection, its face and hands appeared anything but human. In the final shot, the creature even presses its face right up against the camera. The mysterious images quickly sparked a wave of reactions. Some are convinced it was a prankster who noticed the camera, while others believe it's